Here's exactly what I would do if I had $50,000 right now to invest in real estate, especially as a beginner. Today I'm gonna show you guys, if I had $50,000 and I am an investor, I'm a beginner. Here's how I would do it, you guys. And this right here, anybody can do this. Matter of fact, a lot of my students right now that I'm actually teaching, they're doing this right now. So, very simple, follow along, let's go. So the first thing I would do is this. I asked myself, Thach, if I have $50,000, what should I buy? Well, you can buy a single family home, you can buy a duplex, triplex, or fourplex. If I have $50,000 in Seattle, I'll probably go ahead and just go straight to a fourplex. Because if I get a single family, I'm not gonna get enough rent to cover a decent amount of price point for this house. If I'm gonna get a duplex, triplex, and fourplex, if I can get up to a fourplex, if I can afford this, I'm gonna get the highest rent so I can actually make it cash flow, at least break even. Now, the second thing is I actually asked myself, what location am I gonna buy it in? You got always hear me talk about the A neighborhood or the super high end. You never wanna buy there because the price is too high and you won't be able to actually get enough rent to pay for it. You don't wanna buy the D area, which is the more rougher area. You wanna buy somewhere between the C's and the B's, okay? That's right in the middle. So I will try to give myself probably a 4 unit if I can, in the B and C neighborhood. Once I find that, then the next thing is what program I'm gonna do. I wouldn't buy a fixer-upper like a BRRRR, what you hear me talk about all the time. If you have very little money, which is $50,000 down, you're not gonna be able to actually BRRRR a property, okay? Because property in Seattle is too expensive. What I would do, I buy myself a property that's more on the turnkey, a fourplex that's more turnkey. If anything, I can go in there and paint it myself, okay? But a turnkey fourplex, so I can use what I call a 5% conventional loan. Meaning, if I don't own a house yet, I can actually go apply for a traditional lending loan. I can put down a little 5% conventional. And the intention, I'm gonna live in the property. That's the intention. I'm gonna live in the property when I buy it. So if you did that, you could actually do a first-time home buyer loan, 5% down, with a little bit better interest rate than an investment property. Breaking news, it is finally here. You guys have been asking, so it's here. We got the brand new clothing brand, baby. Fully Aligned is the new brand now. And so now it is available to order until May 31st midnight, okay? Let me tell you a couple of things. You guys see now, the quality of the hoodie is way better. I mean, it feels like thick and it's nice. And look, no string. We are excited to finally launch this new brand. Now, we got 3 colors, okay? We got the black, the navy blue, and the cream, okay? So again, it's available now. Link below to order. I'm gonna give you a real live property, real live example, real number, everything, all right, on a property that I wanna tell you about right now, all right? It's a fourplex, okay? Now, I want you to understand something, okay? Remember, if I don't own a house, I'm gonna go in and get a loan as a first-time home buyer, and I can put down 5% down, minimum conventional, okay? And I only got $50,000. So I will go buy me a fourplex. This fourplex I'm talking about right now is $900,000, okay? If I put down 5%, which is about $45,000, that means I will have a loan for $855,000. Right now the rate is about 7%. It's on the high side. I'm not too worried about it. As long as I can break even, make a little bit of money, I'm good. Because I know here by 2025, 26, rates is gonna go back down. I can refinance and I can actually have more cash flow on the property. But with $50,000, I can at least get into a property. Now I want you to think about this, okay? This is what I was told somebody the other day. If you had $50,000, you went to the bank and you said, I wanna buy $50,000 with the stock, they're gonna give you $50,000 with the stock, okay? If you had $50,000 and you bought a $900,000 real estate, you're trading $50,000 cash for a $900,000 asset. You understand? Asset. So this is why real estate is so beautiful, because you can leverage this, okay? So I'm putting $50,000 down and I'm getting a $900,000 asset. Not like stock. You got the difference, okay? I can also make mortgage and I can have write-off and everything on this, okay? So at 7% on an $855,000 loan, the principal interest is about $5,600. This property, the property tax is about $690, and the insurance is about $300. So your all-in number is $6,590, about $6,600 for the whole thing, okay? Now, let me shift gear. Let me tell you how much rent this thing brings in. This property brings in a little over $1,700. It's about $1,750. Each of the units bringing in about that much, so together, all in, it brings in total every month in gross rent, $6,970. Let's call it 7,000 bucks, okay? If I'm bringing in 7 and my all-in number is 66, it's about 400 bucks a month on this one property off of $50,000. And I got a $900,000 asset with putting down $50,000, cash flowing 400 bucks a month on high interest rate. You understand? High interest rate. Now I own this property. I can have write-off, right? Help my tax come down. I can have appreciation. In the Seattle market, homes and property usually double 7 to 10 years. So let's say this property in 10 years from now double. It's gonna go from $900,000 to $1.8 million off of a $50,000 investment. You see why, you guys, I've been investing in real estate for a long time, because I just put down the down payment. I let the tenant pay it, and I get all the compound appreciation. Seattle market, we lead by appreciation followed by cash flow. So if you come to Seattle, expect that you're not gonna get a lot of cash flow, but what you're gonna get massive appreciation, so that down the road, you're gonna be sitting on a big fat wad of bank account money, like big, giant bags of it, okay? That's what I love. So you're making 400 bucks. Now the question is, what do? You bought this property to live in. So when you get in this situation, you buy it the first time, okay? I did this when I was younger. I did it probably 10 plus times, okay? One of our students did this. You, wherever you're living, if you came in, you wrote to the bank, my intention is to buy it to live in. But when you decided to close, if your intention changed, hey, people change their intention. You can just stay where you're at, and you can just turn this whole thing into a 4-unit rental. You don't even have to live in it. Now you're collecting 400 bucks, and the tenant's paying for the whole thing. Now you have a rental property now with 5% down. 6 months to a year later, you save up another 5%, and you do it again. 6 months to a year later, right? You save enough money, you do it again. Every time you do it, the property has to be just in a better location, a little more expensive, or just, a nicer property, okay? Because you can't go backward, it has to go forward in condition and price. Now, we have a bunch of students that's doing that. I done that, that's how I started. My first property in 1997, I didn't even know I was even house hacking, okay? Now, I got students that actually do this. They get the property, and then they live in the unit. So basically, they live for free, because the 3-unit is paying for pretty much almost all of the mortgage. They pay very little to live in these units. So they're doing that also. So it depends your situation, where you're living at. You can stay where you're at, rent the whole thing out. If you want to live one of the units, right, majority of the 3-unit rent is gonna cover basically majority of the 1 unit that you live in there. So you're almost gonna live there for little to nothing or free. And this is what I would do if I was starting over today with $50,000 in Seattle. What would I buy? This is why I buy multifamily before I buy single family. Now, let me say this. It all depends on how much money you have. With $50,000 in Seattle, I can get a fourplex. That's why I'm going straight to the fourplex. If I had less, I'll go for the single family. But with $50,000, I know I can get a $900,000 unit and put down 5%. I have enough money. So I wouldn't do a duplex or a triplex because I have enough money to do a fourplex, go straight to the fourplex because I get more rent every single month and the cash flow better. So here's the thing. If you guys are watching this video, here's what I would say to you, okay? Ask yourself how much down payment money you have. And then ask yourself, in your area, you gotta do a little bit of market research. What is a single family 3-bedroom, not 2, a typical 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 3-bedroom, 2 bath, go for in your area? And if you put down 5%, what would be the mortgage and the payment, everything, and what can you rent it out for? Then you ask yourself, what would a duplex, triplex, and fourplex go for? If you put down 5%, what would be the all-in mortgage payment, property tax, and insurance? And then what can you rent that out for? Then you ask yourself, which one make more sense? If you can afford, like what I just used, buy the fourplex. If you can't afford it, triplex, duplex, and then down to the single family. To me, owning something is better than nothing because at least you can actually have the appreciation, you can have the write-off. If you don't take the money and do something with it, you're gonna spend it anyways, and you're gonna actually have no write-off, no appreciation at all, even you break even. So if your market doubles every 10 years, you're gonna have your money work for you versus you renting, nothing's working for you. So to me, buying something is better than buying nothing, okay? So I hope you guys now got a good sense of idea. If I was starting over today, if I had $50,000, what would I buy? That's exactly what I would buy and how I would do it and the type of finance I will get. If y'all like this video, think this is valuable, give me a thumbs up. If you have any question about this whole process, what I just talked about, comment it in the comment, okay? Let me know. I'll be happy to answer for you guys, all right? Until then, you guys, we're trying to hit this 1 million subscriber. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, share this to your friend. Until then, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.